Alright, welcome to a new what if that I'm starting alongside the Ben 10 one. It is what if Naruto has Erza Scarlet's powers. And I said besides the Ben 10. Yeah, okay, good. I just want to make sure I ain't confusing nobody. Anyway, so just letting you guys know I'm pumping out more content because I have to, I was gonna wait for the big surprise, but it's gonna take too long, and I don't want to leave you guys with like a week or two without any videos, so here we are. Anyways, let's get straight into things. Alright, so we'll leave Naruto's birth and everything effectively the same. We'll just say Erza is the name of his mother instead of Kushina, but they'll be the exact same person, really, just different names. And so Naruto's born, Nine Tails kills him, Nine Tails sealed inside of him, blah blah blah, and everything remains the same until Naruto is 6 years old. You see, Naruto is 6 years old, and on his 6th birthday, the village is like, time to go beat the demon fox again. And they corner him into an alleyway. They start hitting him with pipes, start cutting him with kunai, start doing all kind of malicious, horrid things to poor young Naruto. Naruto is suffering a lot, and they end up leaving him there, unconscious. And this is when Naruto ends up in his coma. Naruto ends up in a coma where it isn't confirmed whether he will wake up or not. Tsunade was brought back to the village just to care for Naruto because this was a massive issue. The Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, the son of the 4th Hokage, in a coma because of villagers, this is not good. And so, in this time period of his coma, Naruto is trapped inside of the god realm. See, what I'm going to do is, instead of giving Naruto like basic weird weapons like Erza's requip, I'm gonna give Naruto godly weapons like Hermes' shoes, the hammers, Thor's hammer, like all kinds of different ones, the scepter of Ra, stuff like that. Really cool abilities for the time being. Anyways, Naruto wakes up in this weird place where he sees like this guy with a sword. He sees this big muscular man with a lion in his coat. He sees all kinds of people. He sees something with a jackal's head. He's like, what are you? Where am I? And they look at him, and they're like, why are you here, young man? Naruto's like, please don't hurt me. And they look at him, they're like, young man, you are in the realm of the gods. We're not here to hurt you. We want to understand, how the frick did you get here? And Naruto's like, I don't know. The last thing I remember is getting beat by a bunch of villagers to like the brink of death. So am I dead? And the gods are like, let me check. And so they check the real world, like, with their minds, since they're gods, effectively. It was Zeus who specifically checked. And he's just like, no, your body is still alive. Your mind entered the realm of the gods, however. This is interesting. What a good opportunity to fix the world of its heinous crimes. So they look at Naruto, and they're like, alright. Zeus looks at Ares. He's just like, Ares, you will teach the boy the sword and the requip of the sword. You, Hercules, will teach the boy impossible strength. You over there, actually no, his mother will still be Kushina. You over there, Erza. I'm putting Erza in the realm of the gods. She became a Valkyrie after death. That's what we're gonna say. Erza, you will teach the boy armor requip. since you're the only person we've ever known who's been able to use all kinds of requip. But Ares' requip tends to be insanely powerful with his swords. It's very fast. Versus like, yeah, mine's a bit slower, however, I'm still stronger than Ares. Haha. And Ares is like, you want to test that? Ares is like just a regular sized dude, not like no massive dude like Hercules, like in Record of Ragnarok. I'm not doing that, no. Anyways. Ares is just like, I will teach you how to wield a sword before you ever need to requip. And Naruto's like, what the hell is happening? Anyways, for the next, I'd say, 300 years in the God Realm, Naruto's being heavily trained. So, 2 hours a day for swordsmanship, 2 hours a day for requip of swords, 4 hours a day for requip of armor, 4 hours to relax, 8 hours to sleep, and then 2 hours to just do whatever he really wants to. And they train him like that, in that exact way, for about 100 years of the 300. From 100 to 200, they teach him just intelligence. They basically school the guy. They help him learn more about chakra. Chakra manipulation becomes out of this world. They teach him sacred chakra techniques. They're not called jutsu, they're called chakra techniques. I called it that for a reason. They teach him many sacred things that no one in the world knows about today. And from 200 to 300, he just trains everything as much as he can. And that's when the gods sense a disturbance and they're like, what's happening? And they look at Naruto, they're like, oh, your soul is finally being pulled back to your body. I see. And so Naruto looks at them, he's just like, what? I have to go back there? And they look at him and they're like, yes. However, it's only been 2 years in the real world, and your body seems to still be alive. Somebody's keeping it alive. However, you should still have the same strength you've retained in here since you're the similar size. You'll be a bit smaller in the real world, but you just gotta fix yourself up a bit. And Naruto's just like, but I don't want to leave you guys. They hate me out there. And they look at them and they're like, make them acknowledge you. And one last thing, they all agree that to do this. They all look at him, they're like, we will give you summoning contracts. You will have summoning contracts with dragons, the children of Zeus's dragon, and Cerberus, the guardian of Hell, Hades' domain. And remember about all your requip weapons. Just to name a few, I'm gonna name a few right now. The Scepter of Ra, Hermes' shoes, Thor's hammer, Excalibur, Ares' sword. That's what I'm putting it as for now. And don't forget everything we taught you. And don't forget about us. We hope to see you again in the future. And so he is like, okay guys, goodbye. And so his soul's finally pulled back to his body and he opens his eyes. He's like, whoa, where am I? And Tsunade is like, you're in your home. I've been taking care of you the last 2 years while you've been in your coma. And Naruto's like, who are you? Just like, I'm one of the legendary Sannin. I was ordered to keep you alive at all costs, and that's what I have been doing. You've been ruining my gambling addiction. And Naruto looks at her and he's just like, gambling isn't good, old woman. And she looks at him and is like, who you calling an old woman? And then he looks at her and she throws like a punch at him and then he dodges it. And he's just like, ha ha ha. Can't touch this. Do 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 do. Do do. Do do. Can't touch this. Anyways, so he dodges Tsunade's punch and Tsunade's like, why are your reflexes so good when you just awoke from a nap? Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I want to study your body, young man. And he's like, hey, yo, I ain't letting you dissect me. And she's like, no, 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 no. I just need to run some tests on you and figure out what's going on with your body. And so Naruto decides to consent to these tests, in which she tests his durability, she tests his speed, she tests his reflexes, she tests his strength. And she's like, they're all out of this world. Of course you're not as strong as me, but your speed, you're so fast. You're not as fast as me quite yet, but if you train your body, I feel like you'd surpass me in no time. You're the son of an Uzumaki and the son of a Namikaze. And Naruto's like, wait, you know my parents? And she's like, yeah, of course I do. Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. You know? The fourth Hokage. The red, whatever they called her, of the leaf. You didn't know this? And Naruto's like, no. What? She's like, well, I guess you were like 6 at the time. And Naruto's 8 years old here, but he's mentally like 300, obviously, since he spent 300 years in another realm where he matured mentally. And so Naruto, he looks at her, he's just like, interesting, interesting. What will I do next? He looks at Tsunade, he's like, can I enter the academy? She's like, yeah, you should be old enough. You are about 8 years old. It's ironic, you actually awoke on your birthday. Cool. And then Naruto's like, oh, really? So Tsunade looks at him, she gives him a hug, it's just like, happy birthday, Naruto. And he's used to his comfort now because the gods showed him affection, unlike the villagers. The gods can look upon humans as weak, feeble creatures, but cared for Naruto, while the villagers just continued to treat him like trash. Even when he woke up, they still did the same. And Naruto goes through the academy. Naruto is the most intelligent and the strongest in the class. When they had to do that fight, it was Naruto versus Sasuke. Naruto didn't use any of his abilities. He restrained himself significantly, and he just knocked Sasuke out. He's just like too slow. And everybody's like, whoa. And Naruto has a new style since he spent like 300 years with the gods, where he's actually got the swag, you know. My thumbnail won't have the idea of the costume. I'm not going to really describe it right now. Maybe at the end of the video we'll see. Anyways, and the girls are like beating over Naruto and starting to lose affection for Sasuke, and Sasuke is like, damn you, Naruto. And Naruto is like, what do you want, Sasuke? Just leave me alone. And Sasuke is like, I will put my pride aside this one time. However, I want you to train me. You overwhelmed me there. And Naruto looked at Sasuke, he's like, and I was holding back a lot just not to hurt you. And Sasuke, wide-eyed, is just like, what? And Naruto's like, yeah, I didn't want to hurt you. You're my classmate and a member of Konoha. Why would I want to hurt you? And so Sasuke is very confused by this, and he's like, oh, interesting. Haha. And so Naruto and Sasuke go and train, and Sasuke is like, can I see like your max strength? And then he moves at supersonic speed, and Sasuke is like, whoa. And then he hits almost as hard as Tsunade, not quite as hard though. And Sasuke is like, oh my god. And Naruto shows him that he has profuse chakra control. He might not have a dojutsu like the Uchiha or the Hyuga, however, he's created his own. While putting a jutsu into his eyes with immense chakra control, he can protect his eyes and set a jutsu out of there so people won't expect it. And he's like, whoa, can I see? And so Naruto actually decides to do this. He doesn't have to do hand signs since he has the immense chakra control, but he does it just to make Sasuke feel a bit better. But he summons a water dragon, not out of his eyes, but using his eyes. So no, he doesn't do any hand signs. He looks at Sasuke's like, I can do things with my eyes. So he summons the water dragon with his eyes. It's weird. It's weird to explain. And another thing he can do is, much like Uchiha's ability to copy, he can't just copy any jutsu, but he can study it extremely quickly. So effectively, he can learn how to use any jutsu within 1 hour of training that jutsu, unlike the Uchiha, who can learn it just off sight the first time. Also, he can control others people's chakras. And Sasuke's like, what? And so Sasuke shoots a fireball at Naruto, and Naruto just sends it away. Like, he looks at it, he just looks over, and then the fireball goes flying to the left because he looked left. He used his eyes to control it. I just don't feel like having him do hand signs. And Sasuke's like, so cool. And Naruto looks at Sasuke and he whispers in his ear, he's just like, Sasuke, I know ancient jutsu that no one knows about. If you want to learn them, you'll have to get stronger. Until then, I will help you. And Sasuke's like, okay, Naruto, I'm so excited for this. With complete honesty, I never thought you were going to be so cool. And Naruto's like, I didn't think you'd think I was cool. And so Sasuke and Naruto end up spending more time together, becoming good friends and stuff like that. And that's just how things continue until they finally graduate. The Mizuki situation, Naruto does decide to fail the test on purpose because he heard that Mizuki was being suspicious. So he fails it on purpose, where Mizuki offers him a passing grade if he gets him the scroll of sealing. So Naruto just decides to capture Mizuki on the spot and bring him to his third Hokage. And third Hokage is like, well done, Naruto. And you have sufficient evidence? And Naruto's like, yes, I do. And third Hokage is like, great. Hand over him and the evidence. And then Hokage calls his Anbu there, and they throw Mizuki in a jail cell. He is tried, blah blah blah, he's sent to prison. Anyways, I think I'm going to end this part here. I'm sorry if I was a bit incoherent. I am very tired. I'm doing this right after streaming for like an hour and a half on 3 hours of sleep. I've been awake a while. I'm just exhausted here. Anyways, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!